So you want a truly wireless earphone but you have only $10. Well, don't worry, this $10 AirPods knockoff has got your back. Well, the price of this thing is only $10 and for the price you get a lot. Well, anyway, welcome to the quick review of I9S TWS AirPods. So anyway, let's begin. So first of all, let's go through the unboxing. Well, I have put a link in the description box below where you can buy them, and I got them from Daraz because I wanted quick delivery. So instead of $10 I had to pay about $15. Well, it comes in a small box like this, and inside the main box there is nothing but the earphone itself and a small cable. Well, it also comes with a silicone case, which obviously adds more thickness and safety to the thing. Now coming on to the build quality, the thing is totally made out of plastic. The protection case and the AirPods themselves are totally made out of plastic, but the plastic quality is actually quite nice and they don't feel cheap at all. Well, in terms of design, they are totally 1:1 to the AirPods themselves, but there is obviously a button here. Well, this button is for turning it on, pairing and turning off, and obviously there is use of this button except that as well. Like pressing the button once will play or pause the video or music you are watching or listening right now, and pressing it twice will call the last person that you called or that called you. So that is how the button works, but the button doesn't subscribe to the channel. You have to do it by yourself, so just do it. And to subscribe to the channel, you just have to press the subscribe button below and make it grey from red, and also press the bell icon as well to get the latest video update from this channel. Now coming on to the cable that comes with this thing, the cable is actually quite small, so I had to buy another cable as none of the things in my home are made from Apple. Well, it also costed me $2, so you can obviously add that to the price if you don't have any lightning cable, and yes, it is a lightning connector. The front side of the case is totally blank. There is nothing on the front of the case, and on the back side of the case there is a button which triggers the battery charging on and off of the AirPods themselves, and the hinge also feels quite solid, and there is also a magnetic connector inside the plastic box, so that's actually great. And by the way, the earphone sits quite nicely. You don't have to apply any kind of pressure because the connectors are actually magnetic connectors instead of the pin of I9S. So you can just keep them on the battery case and they will just sit right on it, and they sit quite nicely as well. Well, in the box, in front it says Bluetooth 5.0 and in back it says 4.2. Well, I'm not sure which one is it. Well, I got the 5.0 version. I mean, the seller said it was 5.0, but I'm not quite sure which one is it, and there is no way to confirm it. Well, that sets me a little bit back, but anyway, the Bluetooth works just fine. Now let's go to the pairing and connecting this thing. Now pairing and connecting is no hassle at all. You just have to press and hold the button on the back of this thing and it will turn on, and it will show up on the Bluetooth devices list on your phone. And just like that, you can connect it quite easily. And if you want to use one of them instead of both, you have to use the left one only, because the left one connects to the phone itself and the right one connects to the left one. So yeah, that's how it works. So you have to use the left one if you want to use one ear only. Now coming on to the battery performance, there is a 35 mAh battery in the earphones themselves, and in the case there is another 250 mAh battery. Now dividing 250 by 35, it comes 7 point something, but you can charge it only about 3 times properly. And the reason of not charging it for like 5 or 6 times is because when it's on charging mode, the LEDs are turned on and the LEDs obviously take up a lot of battery. And coming on to the battery backup, this thing lasts about 2 to 3 hours quite easily, and with the charging case you can use it for like a day without any kind of problem and all. By the way, they don't feel like they are gonna fall anytime soon. You can even dance with this thing and they will not fall from your ear. Now let's come to the main part of sound quality. The sound quality of this thing is pretty decent. The sound is totally balanced, I would say. Now in terms of comparing it with any other earphone, I would say this thing sounds like the QK's CK8 that I made a review on, and the sound quality of that thing is also quite amazing. So I think the sound quality is not gonna be an issue with this thing, but the issue of the thing is the latency. Well, there's a huge latency on this thing. I would say it is about 0.7 seconds or something around that. Well, in terms of watching video, the latency isn't actually quite noticeable, but while playing games like PUBG or creative distractions, the latency is obviously noticeable. Like if you jump now, you will hear the audio of jumping after you land. So that's actually quite a big problem for gamers. Well, wireless things were never best for gaming, and this one is no different. So if you want to get it for only music listening, you can just get them without any kind of second thoughts, because for the price I think they're the best wireless earphones. And if you want them for gaming, I would definitely say a no. So this was the quick review of I9S TWS. Let me know if you want to get this thing. And there's also a better version of this thing which is called I12. You can also get that as well. I would put the link in the description box too. So this was it for today, and I'll catch you up in the next video.